Alright, so this is the kit as you would receive it in a plastic bag like this. Has a handle here, and you would open it up like so. So on the top we have the guide that has a table of contents here, but a walk through everything, all the basic essentials, not only of scalp micropigmentation, but how to work with the machine itself. That's the first thing you'll see on top there. All these items will be packaged separately, bubble wrapped and everything, but everything's out of its packaging right now just for easy display purposes. So what comes with this is an ink cup holder, a bunch of silicone ink cups because I think they're easier to work with. We also have all 3 pigments here: Pigment C, Pigment M, and Pigment B. We also have black and white DermiMatch pencils with rulers built into the actual print on the side. We have the power supply here with the pedal, which plugs in right there, and the pen will go in this one right here. I'll set that to the side for now. And this is the power cord that goes in the back that actually connects to the wall outlet. We have the HD series needles that come with the new HD kit. It's a variety pack that has HD 3, 7, 9, and 14 sizes in here, which sound like big numbers, but they're actually really, really fine, finer than what's currently out there, what other people are using. So I'm gonna have a whole separate video detailing that. We have the disposable sleeves here. There's 200 in this pack. This is something you put on the DermiMatch pen. Well, it works for both the old DermiMatch pen and the new HD pen. But yeah, you just slip these on, and I'll show a demonstration of that as well. And this is the HD pen itself, the DermiMatch pen. Alright, and here we have the actual pen. This has the connector to the machine, or the power supply right here. This is the adapter that will allow you to use it on the old DermiMatch needles, and the adapter that's currently on there is the one that's for, it's more universal, it's for the new DermiMatch HD needles, and it also will work with any of the typical tattoo cartridge style needles out there. So I'm going to take the pen out and work through a quick setup here. I'm going to leave the other adapter in there for now. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to get down this is a dental bib here, but these are these are good for creating a sterile surface to work off of. First thing I'm going to do though is connect up this power supply, so we're going to use the power cable that came with it in the back here, like so. The power comes on. I'll do a read out of 10. On the HD pen, you want it to be set to 10. Some of my instructions say 11, that's for the old pen. So the new one, 10 is a lot for this. A lot more power goes to it. And the pedal will plug into this side as a little push down pedal sign. And then the pen itself, you plug this part in here. And then this part is what's going to go into the power supply. So now if I step on the pedal, I'm just going to touch it for now. You can hear it go on. So I'll put the pedal on the ground so I can actually step on it. Alright, so I'm going to get this all set up for a real world scenario. So we'll have put the ink cup into the holder here. For this, I'm going to open up HDM. And even though nothing is settled in this, it's always a good idea to shake it. There's going to be a sealed for your protection label here you got to remove. Put the cap back on. And twist the top. Pour some in there. And you should always have some paper towels on hand and some green soap. Green soap is something that's used by tattoo professionals. It's just an easy way to clean someone's scalp. Now we're going to attach our HD needle to it. So there's a little tab right here you pull off. So at the top is going to be usually HD 14, which is something you're going to use for really large impressions if you want to make those. I'd save that for typically thinning hair scenarios. You want to create some larger impression to actually have an effect on them. HD 9 is around the size of a 3RL, but it packs a lot more pigment in because it's 9 needle points in this very fine cluster. HD 7 is very fine points. It's a little smaller than what a typical 3RL would be. And then this is HD 3, which is so really very tiny. I rarely use these, but it's smaller than my SMP 1 or a 1RL needle out there. So even though it says 3, it's very tiny. But it's so tiny, but packing 3 needles in there, it can still make an impression. So it still works. For this demo, I'm going to use HD 7 because I like HD 7 and HD 9. I go back and forth between those a lot. Take one out here. On the open tab, and you just put it in, do one twist, and it's on. And see if you can tell. Right now the needle's not fully retracting, but with the HD pigments that's not an issue because a lot of the pigment's grabbed up inside of these needle clusters. But you can loosen it up even more and get it to where it fully retracts into the plastic reservoir there. I'm going to make it stop right at the edge there. It's almost about 4 millimeters out there. So just to show this working real quick, I'm not going to do a full thing on this head just yet, but take one of our practice heads. I'm just going to work on a back part here just to show what this looks like. So I'm going to dip into here, run it so it sucks it up. You see it going up. I always like to stir when I'm in here too, just in case. I like to make sure it's shaking up, but it'll stop at a certain point. It can't get any more up. Gravity starts to take over and it starts to fall back down. But it's not falling out at this state. It's going to keep grabbing small amounts every time it goes into the skin. Here we go. Now I did that without using scalp oil. When you get one of these practice heads, you're typically going to have scalp oil that will help it clean away easier. As I'm spreading other stuff on here. That wasn't too bad though. Some of the sometimes it'll stick in the rubber a little too much. Alright, so I'm going to try and demo this for you a little bit better than a little more up close so you can see what's going on here. Alright, so you got the scalp oil on there, so this will wipe away easy. So I'm going to do a fast one. I'm going to do it slower. No deeper, just slower. And you see I left a much bigger impression, a lot darker. I'll do that demo again. So we'll go really fast. I'll go really slow. You see much darker impressions with that. So your pace that you're going, your speed is very important for consistency.